is up, gamers? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for watching. Today was the final day of the Battle Aces closed beta, and so I want to give you guys my general thoughts and opinions on it so far. I put a lot of hours into the game so far, and have had a ton of fun with a bunch of nail-biting victories and even some painful losses. Overall, I think this beta was a great and absolute success. Were there some issues and things that need to be worked on? Yes, of course, and I'll get to that soon. But first, I want to talk a bit about what the game did right. Battle Aces, at its core foundation, is a solid and fun game, and that's the most important thing. I actually don't have much experience with RTS games. I have really only played a little bit of Age of Empires 2 and 4. I have always liked the genre, but I felt I was never good enough at it to really do all that well. Most RTS games, from what I've seen, just seem a bit too big for me to wrap my head around, but I feel that works well for most other fans of the genre. However, for me, Battle Aces strikes that perfect chord of simplicity and depth, both working in harmony with each other. It's easy to learn and challenging to master. I'm not even very good at microing. In fact, I hardly even micro at all. With the short games, though, I feel like I was able to digest what just happened and figure out what I needed to do next in order to improve. So even with my weakness in micro, there was still enough depth in the game for me to overcome that with my strength of understanding matchups. This makes for a great foundation, and honestly, I could continue playing this game as it is for quite some time. I know that wouldn't be enough for most people, and that's why I think they will continue to add more and refine on what's already there. Now, let's get into a few of the minor nits I had to pick. First is the balance of the units. I am overall very happy with the balance of the game so far, and nothing felt like it was unbeatable. However, there were just a few standouts that seemed like you could get way too much value for the lack of skill needed to use that certain unit. In my opinion, the mortars, while beatable, always felt like I would have to play perfectly or out of my mind just to overcome them. While it seemed like the mortars were just too easy to inch forward and set up, and if you made just one wrong move against them, you might just lose your entire army. The other standouts to me were some of the rush strategies, whether it was just full sending nothing but wasp into the opponent's base, or teching into king crabs after the opponent expands. Again, none of these strategies were unbeatable. I just felt like they were a bit too good for how easy they were to pull off. On the flip side, there were also a few units, in my opinion, that were just a hair too weak to compete with the rest. I'm pretty confident that the balance team will do a great job regardless of the minor complaints here, and even if you might disagree with me on some points, I am still happy with where it's at already. The next thing I want to mention is the progression speed of unlocking units for your deck. The initial earning rate they set was far too slow in my opinion, and the price points on some of the units just seemed a bit off to me. I think they plan to change this going forward, so I'm definitely not holding this against them or anything. It just feels bad though when you spend a bunch of credits getting a new unit only to find out you don't like it as much as you thought you would. Finally, I'm just hoping that over the long-term lifespan of the game, they continue to add more to it, which I'm sure they will do. A few ideas that I would like would be a few different maps, new units every once in a while, some different game modes, and maybe even more multiplayer options. With all that being said, I once again want to reiterate that I am very happy with the game thus far, and I am very confident in the Uncapped Games team to make the game as good as it can possibly be. So, let me know what your thoughts are, and if there are any additions or changes you would like to see in the game. Anyways, I already can't wait for the game to come back, and if you feel the same way too, then stick around because I will be continuing to make Battle Aces content as often as I can. Also, feel free to let me know if there's anything in particular about Battle Aces that you would like me to cover. I think that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next one.